Okay, we're good.
Okay. Hello, Dr. Iglesias. We're all very happy to have you here for this interview. This is very exciting. Um, and just to start off, can you explain a little bit about yourself, like your background, in psychology and like throughout your like schooling, as well as your current work and anything else that you think might be important to let us know a little bit about who you are?
Yeah, my background on a kind of on a personal level is while born and raised in the U.S. and raised in South Florida, my roots originate from a Cuban family, and so my grandparents and parents are originally from Cuba, and I was very much raised in that tradition, speaking only Spanish at home, entering into formal schooling, not knowing English, and abiding by uh, traditions and routines and norms that are predicated on our our home country and our home culture. And kind of coming full circle, that's the way in which we are raising our children. And so I can proudly say that my children ages 4, 2, and baby do not speak English, because we want to inculcate the importance of Spanish and the importance of that cultural element. Um, so as it relates to on a personal kind of front, that's the framework that I was raised in culturally, and then there's the importance uh, of being a professional, and a person of that's educated. But both of my parents are working professionals. My father's a psychologist, and my mother's a school teacher, and both have advanced degrees. And I think those things were factors that were again integrated into who I am, and things that as a family we valued, and that's something that I pursued. And so, kind of fast forward to my time to enter college. I was fortunate enough to attend the honors college, and I'm a graduate of the honors college. And during my time here, I thought that I was going to be a dentist. I thought I was going to go into dental school and follow my grandfather's footsteps, and started to do volunteer work with dentists, and realized that I didn't want to look inside people's mouths for the rest of my life. And so I then always naturally gravitated towards psychology curriculum, psychology courses. It always kind of came natural to me. There was the influence of my father, and so I pursued that, and I got my undergraduate here at the Honors College in psychology with a minor in Spanish, and needed more time to sort out what was for me. And so I continued to do internship work, volunteer work with my father, as well as with a psychiatrist in his practice, and then pursued a master's degree in experimental psychology. The two professors here at FAU that were instrumental and as psychologists to me were Dr. Earls. She was my advisor as an undergraduate, and then Dr. Kirsten, her husband. Both were my advisors through undergraduate as well as my master's work. Once I made the decision to pursue the PhD, I knew that I wanted training that would allow for me to be trained as a scientist, but also to be able to do clinical work. And so I was granted admission to the PhD program in clinical psychology at Virginia Commonwealth University, where I completed my doctoral work there, and completed my internship at a child psychiatric hospital, the Virginia Treatment Center for Children, which is housed at the teaching hospital there at VCU. And I think in general that rounds out kind of my educational and professional training, kind of foundation as a psychologist, and I get to use it in a private practice setting, as well as being able to do research and teach here at the Honors College.